Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Oxi Morons podcast number two. I'm here today with Luciano,
Hi.
Sergio,
Huh.
and Lucas.
Sup?
So it's just us for today, uh, because Alan couldn't make it on because he's AFK and Ray's sick, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Let the
Ray
man
sounds
get
like an old
better.
man.
He does. He's
That
getting
was
better.
Feels like
funny
a grandpa.
though.
But basically, we're still on schedule, so I'm proud of us for that. We're not
Yeah.
falling behind.
Yay.
And we're gonna start this one off. I want to start off with the Q&A. I answered it. We got some more feedback and stuff about like how the overall thing is going, and just like as a quick question, because this is gonna be going on YouTube as well. Comment down below like where you guys listen to the podcast, whether it's in school, at home, and like typically around like during the evening or during the night if you're just like about to go to sleep. Cause I'm genuinely interested and we want to like, cause we want to know when people listen to it. Cause if it's during the night, we can like be more relaxed and chill and talk about a bunch like more topics like regarding drugs or regarding
Yay.
movies or something like entertainment reasons. Whereas if it's during the day, we want to be more active in our discussions and talk about real world problems. Um, and just like the more political sense of the world or whatever, or story time. But anyway, I did a Q&A, right? And I got like 5 questions from people.
Whoa.
And we're starting this one off
Five
with the Q&A.
reasonable questions.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Ignore the
Questions that
rest.
make sense.
Yes. Those people that commented the most stupidest shits, right? I hate you. Comment
Yeah.
something reasonable. The first question, right? Is geography essential to Americans and should it be taught? What do you guys think?
Yeah. Depends on what kind of geography, though.
Okay, let's split this
Because
off.
geography is what? The study of the Earth,
Yeah.
practically. Land formations, mountains, rivers, all that good stuff. That should be
Uh-huh.
taught because if you live in like a bay area and you don't know what a bay is, then what's the point of living, right? So you have to know basic I guess your surroundings and what things are called. You know, like is this an Icarus or is this a peninsula? I don't know. It's Florida, right? See, you don't know.
What's an
Right.
Icarus?
Geography is important. I don't know. I just said.
Okay.
I mean, a pretty good counter argument with that would be people don't really travel around a lot. Well, majority of people, and the only reason you would need geography is if you're traveling around a lot. So say I'm going to Florida or the or Indonesia or wherever, right? Right? Or like let's say the Himalayas with the I need
Mhm.
to know like the mountains. I need to know like uh whether it's like humid or whatever if I'm traveling, so that way I can pack up uh appropriate clothing. I could so my clothes don't
Yeah,
get
but
all
that's why you
sticky
do
and stuff
research
like that.
before the travel. I
Right.
don't think we need a whole
Like
class dedicated to geography.
Well, I mean,
it,
it's helpful information to have.
I think there shouldn't be a whole class, but like say world history. It should be like
Y-
a small unit.
So
That'd
like
be
maybe
good.
a semester.
No, maybe
Less.
like maybe a week or two on the subject, but not a year class
So
cuz
like something in history or maybe biology. Because
uh
Probably history,
I
not
can see
biology.
geography being in biology,
I don't know.
like the study of
No,
animals.
that's it. That would be environmental science.
Yeah, it'd be
Oh,
more
that
yeah.
would be
environmental.
an environmental science. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. What
Yeah.
about American geography? Like capitals, states.
I don't think we
That's
should
a
have to
whole
memorize all
nother
that.
thing. That's a
That'd
different thing already.
definitely be in US history.
That would be useless.
But do you
It
think it's
it
required
would
that
be
we
very
should know all the capitals of every single state?
uh
No.
I have mixed feelings on that cuz
It's our country.
yeah, but it's like
I learned. I
It
like
learned
you
doesn't
said
most.
matter to us. It doesn't have any impact
like
if
you
we know that
said
or not.
people aren't really traveling a lot anymore. Like,
Well, I mean, people just can't afford to travel.
yeah. And plus, the world has been seen. If you're like going to like go see the world, it's like you're not original. Tons of people did it. So it's like, what's the point?
You get to experience it for yourself.
True, but it's still expensive.
Okay. Looking at a picture of an ocean, like say you live in the desert, and you look at a picture of the ocean, you're not gonna get that same feeling until you're actually at the ocean, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Looking at pictures of the Eiffel Tower, I've seen pictures of the Eiffel Tower numerous times, but I never knew how massive it was until I actually went to France and saw it for myself. It's
Damn,
crazy
flex.
tall. All right, we're back. Hello,
Okay,
Alan.
we're not back. Whoever's playing the drums, stop.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
me.
Yeah, Sergio. Hi, Alan. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Okay.
Nice day.
Yeah. Yeah, it
No,
is.
it's not.
So, Alan, we went through the introductions and stuff like that, right? And we got Q&A and we actually got like 5 questions. Do you think geography is essential to Americans and should it be taught?
But just straight up geography? Yes. There's two different
No.
types of geography.
I think the way the question is worded, it's talking about national geography. So to America, it says is geography essential to Americans. So it's talking about American geography.
Of course, yes. Yes, you need to know at the very least.
How specific are we talking about here? Do we need to know capitals?
No.
Hmm.
Do I
At
need
the,
to know the
yeah, I think
capital of
capitals at the
Maine?
very least. I don't know the capital of Maine. But okay, maybe not Maine. But the more
Rip Maine.
It's Augusta.
bigger.
I know it. I learned them in kindergarten.
Okay, what?
Yeah,
I mean,
see?
we have
He
50
knows.
states, and America is composed of 50 states. That's what
And
makes it
I
great.
know 50. Well, I know. I
But
probably forgot a few. Some
but
are
this is
very
only
irrelevant, like the capital of Connecticut. Just don't know that.
Is Connecticut a state?
yes, it's just
Yeah.
really small.
Yeah. Yes.
Delaware's a state too, dude. Did you know
I know
that?
Delaware, but not Connecticut.
It's
How do
Connecticut.
you know
I
okay.
think okay. I think geography
wait,
should be
wait.
taught, but states,
Okay, wait.
not
It's
I think
capitals.
only to the,
But
It's
to
hard
the state
for us.
level is good enough.
I feel like
There
if
is-
you, what?
there is two different types of geography. I keep trying to say this. There's political geography, which is states and stuff, but there's
We
also
know this.
physical. Like, I think physical is more important, so you know where the areas are, like where the mountains are, and which areas are like foresty
That's
and some like
Yeah,
desert.
Luciano was
I
talking
feel like
about
that's
it a
more
little bit earlier.
important than
That's pretty, yeah.
actual.
Both,
That's
Actually, I
topog-
think
both of
that
those
one
should
would be a
be.
little more important.
but that's topography. That's not geography.
It is geography. It's physical geography.
Or topography.
Topography.
Uh,
The whole
No,
has a
I
name.
think
It's called topography. Look it up.
it's
No,
took
Luciano,
geography
Alan's always
class,
right.
okay?
Alan's always right.
You're
I took a
right.
geography class, okay, and it was separated into political geography and physical geography. So, I mean,
Both of
Oh,
those should be
he's
taught.
smart.
probably.
That's a fair.
How long do you think that would take? 1 semester?
A one semester
Yeah,
one
it's
semester
probably
each. That'd be
less.
pretty cool. I'd take that class.
1 semester
I would
each?
not.
I would not.
But then the work would be
You're
split up, so like topography of the entire world, and geography of the entire world.
I would learn topography, but not the political stuff. I don't care about any of that.
Topography is. I don't think topography has a lot to cover. To be honest
I'm
with you.
pretty sure topography is the like heights, the altitudes of places.
Yeah, it's all the mountains and stuff. and the
No,
ocean.
but that's different. Geography is also with the rivers and how like each place affects another. Because
So that was
like
topography.
for example,
No,
the Sahara desert provides all the nutrients for the Amazon rainforest, for example, like that type of thing. Like that's useful to know.
What does that matter?
but Alan,
How is that useful?
no, I've always thought of topography as like studying the surface of the Earth. So whatever's on the surface of the Earth, that's topography. Whereas
Watch, look.
geography, what's the root word of geography? Geo?
Geo meaning Earth.
Rock.
Yeah, so geography would also include inside the Earth too. But geography, there's
not
also
much
political.
inside the Earth.
Yeah. But geography
Mostly
also
molten
has
rock.
political
Oh,
geography, like I don't know what I was talking
Topography
about.
is the study of the shape and features of land surfaces.
That's why. So it'll be rivers, oceans, continents, all that good stuff.
Should we move on toward
Yeah,
the
we should
next
move on.
question?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
physical geography is the patterns of what causes the
Oh,
natural environment.
all right. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
big
So
difference.
basically, our answer for that is yes, it should be taught.
Uh-huh.
Next question.
Iffy.
This one's
This is-
a little bit harder. Do you think it is reasonable and just to give
like this
certain
question.
groups
course you
favor
do.
purely because of factors such as their racial background as affirmative action does?
No.
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 Who
Every
would say
human
yes?
is equal.
Who would say yes?
We
A
are all
Nazi?
equal.
Like,
Special treatment because of their race?
No one
No.
deserves it. No matter what. Sorry, man.
So prior to this question that you guys are saying, the original question is, do you think thoughts should do you think thoughts should get affirmative action?
I thought it was e-girls now.
Affirmative action? What does that mean?
E-girls.
Thoughts on affirmative action.
I thought it was e-girls.
Affirmative action.
First define, yeah.
Oh, he defined it in his question right there. Reasonable and just to give certain groups favors.
Oh.
So, do you think when it says thoughts on affirmative action, do you think thoughts should get? See, this is the thing. I don't understand if he's saying, do you think we should call them thoughts, or do you think thoughts should get attention?
I'm pretty sure he's not even talking about thoughts. I'm thinking.
should call
them
he just means,
flappers.
like,
It's
Oh.
just a practice
so-
of favoriting.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just looked it up too.
Exactly. Yeah. come
It's
on.
what?
Should
It's a
call them
practice of what?
flappers.
It's a practice of or policy of favoring individuals belonging to groups known to have been discriminated against previously.
So thoughts on
So,
affirmative
African
action.
Americans.
Whites do not count then.
They haven't really been
White people-
discriminated against
Exactly.
at all.
Thoughts have been discriminated. No, this is a stupid
They
question.
This is a really stupid question.
Okay.
This is for race, Hovik, not thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original
You should've
question
said,
was
like,
based
the
on
African
thoughts.
American community.
No, the original question was based on thoughts, and then he elaborated by
Jews.
using a different one, using
You.
race. All right.
Jews
In my
deserve
opinion-
it, obviously.
Affirmative action is
Sergio saw a really ugly picture, so
Dumb
that's
as
why he
fuck.
said, we do not discriminate against the Jewish.
All right, let's move on. This
Yeah,
is
that's
something that
exactly
most
what I meant.
people can relate to. It's less political. Why do people do streaks on Snapchat? I do them too, but I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Attention.
social
Yeah.
standing.
Attention,
Okay.
probably.
Okay, I know the actual reason behind streaks. Like, it's a really smart idea. Normally, like, you make an app, you gotta get people to actually use it. So, to get people to use it every day, they came up with streaks, and that's the story behind streaks. You
Well, we know
get
why
on every day.
Snapchat made them, but like, what do people actually keep using them?
Yeah.
People can use them for like keeping up with old friends, but now it's just a social standing. Like, if you have streaks with a person and you don't want it to end, you just send them. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
You can like not even talk to the person and still do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. You used
It's
to just send
so
black screens.
stupid.
I
You just send
never,
a picture of the floor.
when I had Snapchat, I actually never knew that thing existed. I never knew streaks were a thing, so I wasn't never into that. And then now I don't even have Snapchat because I just find it like a waste of time. Like, I'm okay with just having one social
Yeah.
media outlet and just hanging out with that one because I could talk to my friends, I could talk to
Yeah.
people,
Well, I mean,
post stuff.
Twitter's good to have on the side because there's a lot of stuff on Twitter that you can use for like
Twitter's a
I
good
feel
side
like
piece.
Twitter can
Hovik.
be Twitter can be funny as fuck at sometimes, but
Mhm.
Snapchat, no.
I think Twitter's better than Instagram, if I'm honest.
Oh,
You
it
know,
by far better than
way
Instagram.
better. And Instagram sucks, like in general, like at all. Like
Its
its
algorithm
UI
is
and everything.
so
Yeah,
fucked up.
it's so bad. It's so bad. It's really bad. It's getting worse and worse. Like
Same with YouTube, but we've all known that.
Actually, I
yeah, that's
prefer
the
Kick.
problem.
Oh,
I mean,
I
to be honest, Kick is the better chatting thing, but it's not a social media.
It was just
yeah.
Kick was basically normal messages, dude.
remember when
Yeah,
they had
that's
the
the
group
point.
things where you can join random groups and rooms.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's only 50 members. So
That's
I
a lot.
remember. No,
Took
it
it
wasn't
out
enough.
though for a while, and then they put it back in.
Oh,
I know why.
oh yeah,
Probably
those big.
pedophilia.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot of inappropriate
sense.
stuff.
All right.
Yeah, some interesting things.
So we
Uh, Next question.
next question. All right.
yeah.
No, we're talking about these interesting things right now, right here. Let's go. I'm just
Do
kidding.
you
It
think?
was feet. It was mostly feet.
Oh,
Do you think global
Hell
warming
no.
is real? And if so, how should we solve it productively and effectively?
Okay,
Yes.
I gotta start this up. If you think
It-
global warming is not happening, you're an idiot. You're actually an
I
idiot.
guess I'm
Yeah.
an idiot.
No matter what, everyone agrees global warming is happening. It doesn't matter what political side you're on.
Donald
Everything
Trump says
points
otherwise,
to
my
that.
guy.
Donald Trump is an absolute idiot. But
Yeah.
even Republicans who know
Hey,
about
that's
it,
our
Trump's
they
a
president.
know
massive
global warming is
cutie.
real. They know global warming is real.
Dude,
They
he,
argue is that humans
he is the
are
true
causing carbon.
definition of paramount creation. He is
Small
God.
hands the other way.
Okay, so we all agree that global warming is real. How do we solve it, though?
Yeah.
I think it's too late. I think we're all gonna die.
Yeah,
That would be good.
I
I would like that,
constantly
actually.
do see posts saying that like we're already too late. By like what, next year or in a couple of years we're gonna reach a point where
Extinction, yeah, where there's no turning back.
yeah, it's impossible to reduce the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere.
Well, okay.
Why don't we just like make more plants?
That isn't the only problem.
Yeah,
But
That would-
it's
that
more
would take,
about
like,
They
hundreds
they
of
breathe
thousands of
CO2.
years.
well, I mean, they breathe
Yeah,
CO2, but if you think about it, we produce more CO2 than the
Specifically for
plants
trees.
can breathe. So
then
like
get rid of
each
all cars.
person every day breathes more than like 15 trees or something. Like adult Amazon trees.
Then we
like
kill
each-
all the people.
It
Exactly.
doesn't help that we're kind of,
That's my solution.
chopping down the Amazon piece by piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why?
no. So
Because we're cool kids.
I mean,
We need trees.
we need
theoretically
that wood,
speaking,
guys.
how would we, like, say we weren't so close to extinction or to the point of no return?
We're not that close to extinction.
Okay, wait. See, this is a problem. Like, a scientist is a person who researches something, right? So one
Yeah.
research suggests something. That doesn't mean it will happen. I mean, that's the whole point of science.
It's a
Nothing is
suggestion.
certain.
That would be the R&D
Yeah.
team, research and development, right?
What?
No.
That
What?
like, all right, no, never mind.
Yeah. Just,
That's mainly for
No.
like technology.
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that's different.
Okay,
That's more technology.
I'll do
but,
that. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever
Yeah,
topics
it's like
you guys.
testing and stuff. But like, what happens is like, there is evidence that suggests that we're gonna die, soon. Apparently, that it's gonna be irreversible. But there's also evidence that suggests that it doesn't. The point is, we don't know when. We do know that it will
it
happen.
will happen.
So
Even if
like,
even if there wasn't all this CO2, like it would still happen.
But in a different way.
It's inevitable.
That
Well,
just goes back to the entire thing
There's
of
no
like,
avoiding it.
that just goes back to the
That's
entire argument of time or destiny or fate. Like,
There is no such thing.
if something, no, what I mean is like, those like movies where like something happens, so then a person goes back in time to prevent it from happening, but something of
Endgame?
equal nature happens. That
Oh,
Yeah.
there was
Like-
something like that. I forgot what it was.
like the
I
Flash.
see what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, it's something.
Like it
Oh,
happened
where
in the
time
Flash.
it just reverts itself. It tries to go back to itself.
Yeah, there was a show or a movie that was like that. I
Like
forgot
you
what it
remember
was.
when in the Flash the black chick the protagonist she died.
Yeah, good description.
And then what happened was he Barry went back into time, saved her, but then a tsunami happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So no matter
He
what you
Back,
do,
back when the show was good.
He
Yeah.
went back in time trying to prevent the tsunami, but then, like, some other shit happened. I can't remember what.
so he went back
Jill
in
got
time again.
kidnapped, too.
So did she end up dying again?
No.
No, she never died. He
She-
accidentally went back in time trying to prevent a tsunami.
What are we talking about? Flash now?
Well,
'Cause it kinda pertains.
time travel.
Yeah, because
I
he can
don't
time
see-
travel.
Okay.
No, I understand what Hobie's trying to say.
Yeah,
inevitable.
so
I need
yeah.
to
So
look it up
when
now.
when Lucas said even if it's not CO2 that kills us, there's gonna be something else that will kill us.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
And I'm saying yeah,
Because
if we
CO2
don't die
isn't
from
the only
CO,
problem.
if we don't die from CO2, we'll die from something else eventually.
Well, yeah.
Cows methane is a pretty big problem too.
Yeah, it's not only CO2, but like the issue is basically that we're
And
not
monkey.
doing anything to stop it. Yes,
We are
basically a
monkey.
monkey guy.
All right. This one is something that almost all of our listeners will be able to relate to. What changes would have to be made to your school in order to make things better in general? So who wants to go
Down with
first?
Chavez.
Oh my! Down with the regime.
Yeah,
Down with the corrupt ladder.
Okay, you take down Chavez for instance, right? Who would
No,
you?
I was kidding. That was
Well,
a
no,
joke.
no.
I
I'm
figured it
talking
out.
to Sergio.
Anyone who's in that position is gonna be a jackass.
Yeah, it's a
Or
very
an
hard
ass-
position to be in.
can I go back to the last question and what we're talking about for a quick second?
Just make it fast, yeah.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, so in the original timeline, Cisco died, and
Oh,
when he went back in time,
I remember.
he became Vibe. Sorry, I'm a nerd.
You guys
Well,
get straight.
It's okay.
All right.
All right, so back to the question.
That's a different thing than what Hobie was talking about.
I mean,
Okay,
it kind of.
okay, let's go back.
Yeah,
No, no.
whatever.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Whatever,
matter. Keep
whatever.
going. Just keep going.
All right.
It was time
So,
correcting itself.
Sergio,
Yeah.
you take down Chavez, right?
No, I was kidding. I don't care
Oh,
about him.
okay. All right. So what would
He's-
you
he's
do
nothing
though?
to me.
What would you do though to make the school
He's
better
a
in
tiny
general?
man.
It's a virus.
Oh, okay.
What would I do to make it better?
Yeah.
I don't know. Come back to me. I gotta think about that.
Okay.
I have one for this.
Go ahead.
Better food.
Okay. Yes.
What- What was
I
up with
agree.
all the pizza?
I agree with you on that.
We get
Pizza week.
We get pizza every
Pizza
like,
month,
at
dude.
the very least 3 days a week. Like sometimes 4. Okay.
Consecutive
that's
days
not
too.
And that also includes after school food.
Yeah, after school sometimes you get pizza.
Yeah,
as well.
we get pizza as well from yeah. That's terrible.
Like, are they
Mhm.
recycling the pizza? If so, that's nasty. And
Stuck-
should,
Do you think the guy, like people that make the food, like they accidentally like made too many pizzas? They're like, shit, we gotta we gotta distribute these before they rot.
They're
It's
just
like
gonna
the
order
easiest
10
to
packs
make.
of
It's
pizza.
probably the
They
easiest to
accidentally-
make, and they just overproduce.
Yeah, they probably like they were gonna order 10 packs of pizzas, but some guy like
Accidentally put an
added
extra
another
zero.
and now there's 100.
Oh
There's 100
no.
packs of pizza.
I also have another thing to add to this question.
Yeah.
Psychological evaluations of all teachers.
Oh, they're gonna save students.
No, teachers.
Are you aiming
Are-
at that one
Do
certain
you want to
English
be
teacher?
specific?
Yes.
That one certain
Yes, I
English
am.
teacher.
I think it's fine if we
Many-
say names. Honestly speaking, it's just our
Yeah, Miss
thoughts.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Oh,
she's so unstable. I don't know how
Yeah.
she's a teacher. I don't know how she's a mom.
oh.
Well,
Hey.
your
Yeah.
children are pretty insane too.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I met. Well, I think it was a younger one. Yeah,
Oh no.
his lung collapsed.
Well, wait,
Okay,
no, it's
well,
bad.
Lucas,
Fun fact.
That's off topic, Alan.
Yeah.
there's already a bunch of like rules and regulations to teachers to maintain their jobs or become teachers in the first place. How would you like make this mental evaluation or so like how would you create it so it actually it's effective?
That's actually a hard question because now that I think about it, I don't know a way of how to enforce that because there really isn't one.
Right.
Psychology. It's kind of weird. It's pretty strange.
And you can get pretty controversial at times.
And if you think
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah, it can.
if you think about it, right, we kind of have something. It's not a psychological evaluation, more so just like when like Mr. Song or someone they walk in the classroom and they like check to see how they're teaching,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then that's when everybody puts on their happy faces. Oh,
yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Oh, guys,
Miss-
come on, go to
They
work,
c-
please.
yeah, they
Come on.
could do the same kind of thing on the psychotic one, or the
I thought we were watching a movie today, miss. No, we got one of the assistant principals coming in today. Sorry, guys, change plans.
Sorry, pretend you guys are working on this essay.
Dude, the only teacher who doesn't care about that is Hanover.
Yeah,
Hanover's awesome. Hanover's my
I
favorite
know.
teacher.
Shavas just
Awesome.
walked into our classroom today and he was like, "Why are you watching a movie?" And she's like, "Oh, it's educational." And he was like, "Okay."
yeah, she just does not give a flying
Nice.
fuck. It's almost her last year too.
Oh no.
Oh my god, I
That's
don't
very
That's
even
probably
want
why
to
then.
think about that.
That's probably why then.
Well, she's also head of the teacher union at our
Yeah.
school.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a lot of power then.
She
Okay.
does.
If more teachers were like Hanover, I'd love the school.
Yeah, me too.
What makes
dude.
Hanover
Hanover's the
so
best.
great?
She's just awesome.
Well, we have a lot of good teachers at our
Thanks.
school.
She can actually make funny jokes. She
She
actually
makes
teaches
learning
well.
actually like fun.
She actually
You actually
cares
get
about the
interested in the subject.
students.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
Ireland cares about its students.
Ireland's really good.
Yeah,
Ireland
Ireland's
sounds
awesome.
cool. I haven't met
Wait.
him though.
Hoagie's a pretty
Yeah,
cool
Ireland's
teacher
awesome.
too.
like my math teacher. Like, okay, so I'm already failing the year because whenever I asked for help, she said just YouTube it. So I'm just like, okay, fuck this. I'm just gonna sleep in your class then. You can deal with that. And she's like, all right, I don't get paid enough to care. Like,
Oh,
what?
who's crying?
Hovig's sister.
Aw.
Okay.
Like, she actually said that. So I'm like, okay, fine by me. I'll just get a better teacher next year. But
Oh.
she's so bad.
Nutella, right?
Yeah. One time I woke up and and she was yelling at the class, "This isn't my job to teach this material. You should already know it." Then why are you a teacher?
That sounds like a good teacher right there.
Well, okay.
Like, if she actually cared about the students and like put in time to make sure that they knew it and actually helped, she'd be a great teacher. But she just doesn't care.
Yeah, my little brother has her too, and he says he's like, okay, I have a question on this, and she's like, okay, so then she does the same exact thing. He's like, do you understand now? And then he asks, no. He says no, and she's like, okay, anyone else?
Farasati's a better
Oh.
teacher.
Sure, yeah, Farasati's not a bad teacher. The problem is, she just can't control her class.
Her classroom, yeah,
Miss Chuck.
kind of sad. Oh yeah, it's like Miss Chuck
Kinda
actually.
similar.
Dude, today I had 5 people in my 6th period who aren't usually there. And they're just like, okay, we're staying
You
here.
know who can control a
Yeah.
class pretty good? Hovig, our chem teacher.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
that man. That man.
He
If
has
you if the class is like fooling around, he's like, oh okay, we're having a quiz tomorrow.
He doesn't get like that's his be quiet class is
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have someone posted a picture of him on I'm pretty sure it's Instagram or someone's story.
No, it was on
about
He
Snapchat.
saw it. He saw
How
it
did he
and he
see
gave
it?
us a quiz. He gave
How
us
did
a
you see it?
quiz. He's like, all right, since you guys love taking pictures of me,
Sergio, you
and
wanna
I
see
really
it?
don't like being posted on the internet, we're gonna take a quiz today. So take out a sheet of paper, find your periodic table, and find yourselves alone.
Was it like just a normal picture?
No, it was
It
a
was him
video.
playing Bubble Witch Saga.
Oh,
Yeah, you know Bubble Witch Saga.
That's kind of his fault, because he just got up and just started playing it out of nowhere for
No,
no
I
reason.
think what happened was it was like Marcos or Aaron, someone at the front. They asked him a question like, "Cesar, can you like play one of those games or something?" Because why else would he walk up there and play Bubble Witch Saga? Just why? It's so
He fucking
useless.
wants to. What the hell? He just fucking wants to.
why would
Uh.
Miss Chuck randomly break down in the middle of class? Who knows?
Oh,
Rip.
No.
she does that a lot.
Not-
She did it
not gonna lie.
today.
Oh.
It was actually kind of funny, but I forgot that after.
Oh.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, rip.
But
You should play
genuinely
Fortunate
speaking,
Son in your
what?
class.
Wait,
What
who's,
else?
Who's next on their ideas?
Yeah.
Alan?
Well, there's still more stuff. Oh, to fix the class for school.
Yeah, school.
Like, I feel that like 1 hour per class isn't like that great. Like, I don't know.
Less
feel like
classes
maybe-
but longer periods.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Huh.
I'm in deep opposition to that.
I don't know. That doesn't sound
Honestly
that bad.
speaking, no. Honestly
If the classes
speaking,
that you like?
that is better because
Yeah.
let's think about it. More classwork, less homework. Hopefully,
Exactly.
depending on the teacher. Hopefully, less
Oh
classwork.
yeah.
But the more classwork, typically speaking, I do better if we do stuff in class and I actually like the content I'm learning in. I'm
Mhm.
learning about, because when I get home, I'm just extremely lazy and I don't want to do any work at all. I just want to lie down and sleep and just rest for the
Yeah,
rest
me
of the
too.
day.
That's most of us, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
more productive at school.
Why would you want to do work at home? Why? Why? Why?
So,
Dude.
so
It's
no
just
homework
not-
then.
Ugh. I
The
hate
only
homework
fine,
with a passion.
the only class I'm fine with getting homework in is health because it's so easy.
Yeah, and it's kind
Other-
of fun.
We don't even get homework for health though.
My history teacher gives us whole PowerPoint lectures for homework simply because he doesn't want to do it in class.
Nice.
And some of them are like 100+ questions.
Oh, nice. Easy.
Oh no.
It's like, we have time to do this. Why aren't we doing this? He's like, I don't feel like it.
Okay, well, that comes from like in college, like in where you only see a teacher like twice a week for like a couple hours. So then, they give you their lesson and you have to do it on your own. You're responsible for learning it on your own, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But guess what? Right now we're in high school. Right now we have 7 hours every day of school and more because we have to get to school and we have to come back to school and like there's time. We have to get ready for school. So like half of our day,
We have
no,
to
it's
do
over half
work
of our
from
day
school at home.
gone from school. Then we have to do work. Yeah, exactly. Homework from school at home. So okay, what are we supposed to do for
Work.
living?
Well, that's why we have
Like-
a podcast.
Yeah,
That's
That's
a-
why we
they.
have the weekend.
That's a great. I never thought about
Hoorah.
it. Our school,
So,
our school always tells us we're preparing you for college. How?
not at all. No, it isn't like this at all.
They don't
Also-
give us enough work for us to be able to handle the amount of work in college.
I think
if you think
I
about
think
it,
AP classes do a good job at
AP classes
getting us
do
ready
a
for college
fantastic
courses.
job for college courses, but overall, they don't give us enough work for our brains to be used to that insane amount of work, and all of us are just mushed over already because teachers don't teach and just push their political agendas or whatever they're feeling
They
at
don't
the
push
moment.
That's-
Chuck
Yeah, they do.
does
that's
push her
the-
political
Chuck
agenda.
does.
That's only like that's just one
Well, Chuck
teacher.
is
Chuck-
hardcore.
Chuck does it so hard, dude.
But,
I
okay,
bet I've
but,
had teachers like Chuck before.
but- okay, wait.
I know I have.
This is it's
I
like a
have to.
psychological thing because, like a lot of teachers, I'm pretty sure I know Miss Chuck was. I know other teachers were. They were politicians at first, so they're the type of people they want to change the world. They have their own idea of how to change the
But
world.
they won't.
And what better way to change the world?
Then influence the youth. I'll finish that for you, Alan. I got you.
Okay. I
Where are
have
you going with
another
that?
thing to add to this. Okay, say this goes back to the preparing us for college thing. What if you don't have enough money to go to college? High school should offer like
Well, there's a lot
classes
of
that,
financial aid, and then there's
Yeah,
student
we do.
loans
We
again,
we have FAFSA, and
scholarships.
they
yeah,
also
but
encourage us
not
to take
everyone's lucky to
scholarships.
get those.
Well, but they encourage you to
Okay, wait.
search for them.
Oh yeah, true.
No,
They're
no.
not
Student
responsible
loans
if
are.
you're. They're not
Mm,
responsible if you're eligible to go to get into a scholarship or not. That's all up to you. They just encourage you to start searching for them.
wait.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, so
No, student
can I?
loans are not the same as free college. Not even. Not even close.
Oh yeah, you still have to
It's
pay
like,
it off.
yeah. Okay. It's no. Not even remotely close. Because college is extraordinarily expensive here in the U.S. Because we're the
Sadly.
best here.
No, we're
Obviously,
not.
that means we get the most expensive everything,
Okay,
most expensive healthcare.
but you know
Okay,
what I
but
would add to our school to make it better overall? I would try adding more
Nutrition.
more like effort into like no into like art programs,
Yes.
like
That would be useful.
more effort into music, because people genuinely do like music, and it's an interesting thing for me to learn. So I want to see that being pushed a little bit more. Maybe stuff like
That'd be
painting,
pretty cool.
spray painting. Because I actually do
well,
want to learn spray paint art, not graffiti, but like spray
well,
paint
this
art.
is very specific. But like
Yeah,
other types of art too, like there used to be way more stuff like
Music
home
theory would
ec
be
and stuff
pretty
like
cool.
Yeah.
that. Like home ec,
Music theory
like
is hard.
other electives. There are
yeah, like
almost
whatever.
none.
Like why did
They all
people
A little
died.
more focus on
whatever
They all
electives.
got
whatever
closed.
happened to wood workshops?
Yeah, like
Oh, it's
woodworking
unsafe.
and
Someone might hurt themselves.
no.
Grow a
It's
pair.
they don't have
You
enough
cut
money for
yourself, you
that.
cut yourself.
Well, we do chemistry labs that are also very regulated for our
No, it's
safety,
different.
but
It's different. No. The
okay,
problem is
yeah.
money. It's the problem is always money. But
Oh
but
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
yeah, there was cuts. Remember a couple like I
Like
don't
the
know,
AP
like 8 years
physics
ago.
cut.
I don't know. Like a lot of electives got cut everywhere. It was all
Every
of
time,
WSD.
every time there's cuts, it's always like things that people like
Yes,
or
it's always the best thing.
huge cuts.
Well, I mean, the things that people like are usually fun extracurricular activities that aren't necessarily required for
But they're
Yeah.
more useful though.
college. They are more
And
Yeah.
they're
useful in
not.
your life, but they're not required for college, which
Well,
the whole point of high
they're
school is, or our high school supposedly is, to prepare you for college.
but no.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Oh.
You
No,
okay?
no one
Chavez
believes
will
that.
never
Don't
say to
believe
you.
that.
Chavez will never say to you, "Oh, you need music to go to college." No, Chavez will say to
But
you, "You need."
actually, if you're good at music, you can get into a good college because that's your extracurricular. If you're in a
Schaefer.
sport, if you're in a
Schaefer's
sport,
really good for music.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you're in a sport, you're like automatically ahead of anyone.
Okay, so
'Cause you're
then
gonna
you would
be
agree with me
in
when
this.
I say I want to see more of that stuff being pushed, more
It's
effort
different.
being put into those.
Like the problem is like those things. Well, yeah, it's just money, and they're free. They're like free time basically. They're not necessary, so they're fun. They're good for your sanity. So
Yeah.
like
No
I
wonder
think we
why
need more of
school's so depressing.
those. Yeah,
It's just
mean,
work.
it's I don't know. Things are changing. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Because there's a whole generation of people who just never had any
is
sort of electives.
is there anyone else that wants to add on?
Or aren't we all gonna answer the question?
I haven't gone.
Yeah, me and Luciano haven't gone.
All right,
Go,
go ahead.
Luciano.
Um, I believe our school really needs to fix which teacher gets which class, and I really think we should take down the barrier on magnets. Like that, I understand that that's how we get our grants is the limit, like limiting our class sizes and doing all of that and like limiting the options. But like, I feel like the ADDF needs more options for AP classes because the medical magnet the second you step in, you can. I think you have like 2 AP options already for freshman year, and then like 3 for sophomore. And then yeah, it's not fair, I guess. But also like another thing too is teachers, they they're not treated very nicely when it comes to like
Yeah, they're really not.
they don't pick their
You can be completely
classes.
free about this. You can be
Well,
complete.
wait.
I know what you're talking about, Luciano. You can say names and stuff. It's fine.
So I know 2 teachers that because of the medical magnet, they're not getting some of the classes they like. So for instance, my English teacher, Dr. Warner, really wants to teach AP Lit. She loves AP Lit. That's like what she was born to do. She was like very emotional about it when she was talking to it about our
Hmm.
class. And and I think the reason why she couldn't teach it this year was because not enough medical magnet kids were doing it. And so she's not a medical, or she's not a magnet teacher at all. So I think she was like default to teaching honors, our honors comp, and there were not enough medical magnet kids applying to AP Lit, so she was not going to be able to teach it, and then it would fall on to like I think some other teacher. It was just it's a huge mess. Like it's a really big mess. It would fall on. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. This is how it is. Okay. So Miss Siegel, I think, is a medical magnet teacher, and she is gonna get the AP Lit class because she is the medical magnet teacher, and they have, I think, about 30 students signing up, and she really wants to teach AP Lit, but she has to be a medical magnet teacher. Like, I don't know, if they're really good at teaching a subject, shouldn't they be allowed to teach whatever they want, regardless if they're a magnet teacher or not?
Well,
Yeah.
I feel that's really unfair, but then again, that just it's nothing we could do about it because that's how we get our grants and our money.
well, yeah. It's like, okay, because they're in the medical magnet, they have different standards. Like straight up, they have a different set of curriculum that they have to teach.
Hmm.
Like they have to tie that stuff back into to medical. Like I know I have one teacher that's in the medical magnet, and she's always like trying to look for somehow ways to tie it in to biology and stuff because medical magnet. And another thing to consider is the architecture, digital design, and filmmaking magnet. It's much older. So
Oh yeah,
Very archaic.
Yeah.
all the medical magnet
turned
teachers
20
are all
years
new.
old.
Yeah, it's old. And the
In the
medical
medical,
magnet is brand
it's
new.
it's 3 years old at
3.
this point.
Mm-hmm. 3.
Huh.
So that's why things are like they are. But like then you get into like it's all because of standards. Like they need to
Yeah.
make sure supposedly that kids
Ew.
are taught this. They need to be taught this, right? Because this is the best way to teach. Obviously, no, no, no. You need
Standards
to
are a
make sure
joke.
they teach. You teach them
You're
this,
talking about Common
and
Core standards, right?
it's all. Well, yeah, that's what it ends up being. And I don't know.
Common Core is so
It's like
fucking stupid.
yeah. It, no, oh gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
but I feel that the whole idea of standards of standardizing an
Ugh,
entire
that's
STEM,
abysmal.
that's not how it should work. That's not how people
Yeah.
learn. That's,
Definitely, I agree with
it's,
that
it's
100%.
just stupid. But it's the most efficient. It's
I
the
know lots of
cheapest.
teachers that don't agree with the standards.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
teachers.
because they don't they
I don't
apply
think
it
any
as a
teachers actually
blanket.
do agree with them.
No, no, they're a blanket, basically a huge blanket over everyone. But that doesn't benefit every single person. Like that's the whole idea. It's to be more efficient to and everything always ties back to money.
Yep. Sadly,
Is it
it's
is
true.
it my turn?
If you want.
Well, I mean, the whole educational system is just garbage. But I mean, there's nothing we can really do to change any of that. So I mean, small scale, I guess. I'd like a pool.
Cool. Small scale.
Yes,
Small
that would
scale,
be
I'd like a pool on campus.
so for swim team.
Well, yeah, that'd be
Well,
pretty cool.
It's kind of the same as saying,
I think our education system, in terms of first to fifth, is pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah,
solid.
yeah,
I
Well,
mean,
that's
you
because
learned
we
how your
don't need to learn.
multiplications. You learned
first
your
to fifth was pretty
divisions.
cool.
We learn
Yeah,
multiplications, basic.
I feel
Oh,
like
another.
middle school needs to have more attention. It's not really there. It doesn't prepare you for high school as much as you think it
Middle school
should.
was just weird.
It's very weird.
Another
But
thing that we could add, small scale, bring back 10-minute nap time.
that's a good
dude.
one. Or how about a freaking
Yes.
nutrition? A break, please?
Nutrition would be cool
I
too.
miss my
Oh,
nap
Something
time
yeah.
from kindergarten.
Actually, some
I
people are
miss nutrition from Porter.
you'd be
Nutrition was pretty
surprised.
cool, actually. The
Some
15 minutes.
some people, I think it was Juan, asked me, am I willing to remove lunch for a shorter school day?
Oh, I know Juan is,
No,
isn't he?
I need to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they won't do that.
I told him I can't do that. I need to eat. My brain
How else are
starts
schools
hurting.
gonna get their money? They have to buy that food from the company.
Hey, but if they take out lunch, when are we gonna do our homework last minute?
That's true. I
Exactly.
think. Yeah.
We need
I
lunch,
mean,
bro.
you have the morning.
Not enough
Like-
time.
Hey,
no one
this
does
is
anything
this
in the
when
morning.
homeroom actually comes in handy?
They'll never
Oh.
take out a lunch.
No, homeroom is a waste of a period.
Homework is a waste of
It is
it.
now.
I
Just
will
for
stand by
context-
that until the day I die. It's a waste of a
Okay,
period.
wait, Lucas. Let me give context to the audience, right? So me and Lucas have the same homeroom, right? And God knows how many times when we walk towards homeroom, he always looks at me and says, "Homeroom is a waste of time," just out of nowhere.
We should go directly into first period. Like,
Lucas,
would be
do you
better.
know how
Yeah, I don't
many
like seeing
people
Sergio and Alan in the
do
morning.
last-minute homework
I'm joking.
in homeroom? Not only that, but homeroom is also the time when the school passes out flyers, does their announcements, and just does normal school maintenance stuff, like informing the students about topics and
Yeah.
shit.
Without interrupting class time.
Yeah.
Normal
Then-
school time.
then why have a school newspaper?
Then why do we still interrupt normal class time?
Well,
Lucas,
school
the-
newspaper is something different. School newspaper
the,
is
the
like,
newspaper's a joke. It's useless.
yeah, it's just a result of. I mean, it's not useless,
There's an
but it's a
online
result.
newspaper, guys. Go subscribe to it.
It's
That's
all
how you-
propaganda.
That's how you make it useful, to inform students on upcoming events instead of
Well, I mean,
Okay, but here's the
if
thing.
you guys say the newspaper is
guys,
bad,
I-
you're putting
but
down
it's
the
like-
election.
Okay,
Power
one
of
person
money.
at a time. Hold on,
Guys,
hold on.
I need a review on the new K-pop album, guys. Come on, where else am I gonna get my? You got
Dude.
to, man.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, what's
Dude,
up with
so-
them in K-pop?
continue.
I don't know, man.
Okay. So here's my issue with the journalism class, right? And the school newspaper. I completely agree with Lucas on the fact that the school newspaper can be something great. It can be grand.
Yeah.
Instead of having the Kennedy show, we can have the school newspaper. Not replace it, but be with it. Right? Because the Kennedy show is for entertainment purposes as well. But the newspaper should be there for people who still like to read. Because there's some people that still prefer newspapers in their age.
I like
Surprising.
newspapers, actually.
Yeah, I do too. But
I'm a
the
fan.
journalism class, you need to understand that the newspaper is a result of the journalism class.
Yeah, but it's
They're-
just a bunch of random kids pushing their own agendas. It's so annoying.
That's literally what newspapers are.
Yeah.
Real news.
But they don't
If
even
they
have a comic
put-
section.
Mm,
It's worse than
if-
normal
Yeah.
newspapers.
They need a
Why
comic
is there a
section.
comic
God.
section?
Because
We
nobody's
just talked.
good enough to draw at school.
Because
There's
that would
so many
cost
people
too
good enough to
much
draw at
ink,
school.
too much money, no more pencils for standardized testing.
I
Oh,
We do
feel
not have cartoons.
no, but I feel like the journalism class is treated as a joke by both the students and the staff.
It totally is.
Yeah, it is.
Because the
The
students
students are
aren't. I feel like the students aren't motivated enough to actually go for interesting stories. They're just trying to do something last minute because it's a homework assignment, or
That's
Well, guys,
another
did you
understandable.
hear
school
about
assignment.
Splatoon 2?
Ooh.
Splatoon 2 is amazing. Put it in
That's-
the newspaper.
If the
Game
school
reviews,
newspaper,
yeah.
instead of it being a class, was more so a club,
Ooh.
It'd
would
be
be
so much
better.
better that way.
But then they
That'd be
wouldn't get
pretty
their
cool.
funding to print their shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess.
Fundraisers for newspaper.
Nah, dude.
Does
no
Limos
chance.
get any funding for the Kennedy show?
No.
I
Why would you
He
need
does-
funds for the Kennedy show?
He doesn't.
He has all the equipment already.
Well,
He
yeah,
gets
that's true.
funding for the class, which goes into the Kennedy show, but he doesn't get it specifically for the Kennedy show. The
Mm.
Kennedy show is based on people who volunteer. He doesn't assign it to you. If you want to do the Kennedy show, you just say, "I want to be on the Kennedy show. I want to be a
That's
part
amazing.
of this."
That's amazing.
Really? That's pretty cool.
You
That's-
have to be in film.
Oh,
That makes it completely no, but that still makes it like student. That makes it student based. That's great.
It's
We
Well,
need to see more.
It can be great. This
We need
year
to
was
see- no.
this year's Kennedy show is lacking.
We need to
Yeah,
see
it
more
totally is.
student based programs that receives support from the school
Actual
itself.
teachers and
Yeah,
staff.
not from the teachers primarily, but from the school, the staff as a
Well,
whole.
those are what clubs are.
Exactly.
like the thing that.
Clubs-
Literally clubs.
Clubs
Like,
don't get much
why
support,
is
though.
anime club a thing? Why can't we have a newspaper club?
Oh my god, that just needs to be completely abolished. Like, stop. Who made that club?
Oh, but what about her fawn?
Every high school has an anime club.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but you
we
don't
also
need an
not to
entire
have one.
club to talk about anime. You
I
could
think
do
I
that on
think
your own time.
clubs in
Mhm.
schools are a very good example of the First Amendment. Very good example. We can have, whatever kind of club we want.
Exactly.
Well,
What's the
not
First
really.
Amendment?
But a
still
club
good in the
should not just
freedom
be
of
a
speech.
club. A club
Oh.
should also be something actually beneficial to your time.
No, man.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
It
Alan,
doesn't
tell me
have
this.
to
Tell,
be
no, no,
that.
no. Okay, the anime
Well,
club,
then-
right? The anime club. It's just a bunch of people meeting up talking about anime. What's the
Well,
difference between that
playing
and them
video
doing it
games.
from somewhere else? They can do that
Watching
somewhere else.
shows.
They can do
No,
that
but
somewhere else too.
School
But
is
have you
our
heard of
main
them to meet up outside of school?
socializing, dude.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's a good place to meet other people who like things you like. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
But I
I
mean,
agree 100%.
There could be clubs that are useful, but like
That's
you
what
don't
a
have
class
to
is,
eliminate
homie.
the other clubs. Come on.
If they take up too much space, they will be eliminated.
Okay.
Oh.
like,
All right.
Rip comic book club.
I
Should
think
we
that
move on to the next question, or should we just
We're
get
done
into the
with-
topics?
we're done
That
with
was
the
the
questions.
that was the last question.
Yeah, so let's go with
That was
the
a
topics.
whole episode almost.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty
56
long.
minutes. Damn. Okay, we might do more Q&As. We might do Q&As more often.
Q&A.
That was
Q&A.
actually really good.
If they're actual relevant topics, like
no, do
Hmm.
thoughts deserve affirmative action, guys?
okay, the
Hey.
new Batman actor. What are your opinions on it? Well, the supposed new Batman actor.
Yeah, not
Twilight,
confirmed yet.
the Twilight dude.
Yeah,
So he was also in
Robert
Harry Potter.
Pattinson, I think.
And he was also in Twilight.
Yeah, he's the Twilight dude. That's all he's known for.
Pattinson.
He was also no, he
In
was
Twilight.
Cedric Diggory
No, he was.
I
was
mean-
Harry
also in
Potter
Twilight.
I can see him.
and died.
I can see him
Died.
acting as Batman when Batman first started.
Yeah, as a young
That's what-
Batman, I
As
could
a
That's
young
possibly
what the
see
Batman.
him.
movie is.
Oh, is
That's
it?
what the movie is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
then
what it's
it
supposed
might.
to be.
Okay,
And it's-
then it might work.
It's
But
more
it's
of a
just that-
detective film too. Well,
But everyone just
supposedly.
keeps posting pictures of him from Twilight, and that just
Yeah, it ruins the movie.
that's what kind of.
I don't know, man, but like you kind of have to ignore that. Like, there's a lot of actors that have very, very bad roles,
Yeah,
but
like
they go on to play really
Like,
great
whoa.
roles.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want good roles from him, The Lost City of Z and Good Time. Both came. Okay, one came out in 2017 and one came out in 2016, but they're really good movies.
So they're recent.
You can't base one actor's performance on a shitty movie he made what
Like
Oh,
10 years ago?
9 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
no, not
I'm not.
not
Oh,
9 years.
it made mad bank though.
Yeah, it really did.
11 years ago, actually.
Didn't
Well, that
deserve.
Twilight was a thing in elementary school. That's when I remember it the
Yeah.
most. It was huge in elementary school.
Yeah.
Like,
oh boy.
Oh my god, are you a werewolf or a vampire?
Didn't it also sell a bunch of books?
Team Jacob or Team
Yeah.
Edward? Oh my god.
Dude, Team Jacob for life, man.
you can't
It was a
Don't
book,
mess with
Kobe.
me. Don't mess with me.
you can't
Yeah,
base an
we're-
actor's
Was
career
it a
based
movie
off of one
based?
movie.
Was it a movie based
was,
on a
yeah, a
book
movie
or a
based on a
book
book.
based on a movie?
Wait.
Movie
Did
based on the
Alan say
books.
Edward?
Okay.
Alan,
No,
did you say
no,
Edward?
I didn't say that. I don't know who said that. It wasn't me.
Someone said Team Edward.
No,
I
no,
said
Lucas.
Team Jacob or Team Edward.
It was Lucas.
What?
It was me. Which team are you on? Which team are you on?
Jacob. Team Jacob. He's
Why?
Because he's brown.
What?
He was
And
Taylor
Edward
Lautner,
Norton.
right? Oh my god.
Oh,
Edward
Speaking of
Taylor.
bad roles, he was in that one cowboy Adam Sandler movie.
Oh
It was
no!
extremely
Ridiculous
bad. What was it
Six.
called?
Ridiculous Six?
Yeah.
That was such a
Taylor
good
Lautner was in
movie.
it.
That was such a good movie.
No,
Oh,
it
It was
wasn't.
actually one
What?
of the redeeming qualities of that movie.
It was so funny.
The
Sergio.
show
like-
was made for people like you, sir.
Sergio.
Yeah, it was.
Sergio.
What's up?
Fucked up.
Mic check. Mic
What's up,
check.
Ovik? Mike, check.
Can you move your mic a little bit further away from your mouth?
Yeah.
Am I too loud?
While we're at it, you should just put it inside your mouth.
Your audio
I'd
is like
appreciate that.
slowly.
Please deep throat it. We want to listen to that.
Oh yeah.
All right,
More.
was in
it's
my
getting
mouth.
cut out.
More.
Okay. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Wait,
Since we're talking about Batman, what do you guys think about the Joker movie?
It
Uh.
looks interesting.
Looks
But
really good.
It's a character study for sure.
I miss Jared Leto.
I do not.
oh, what the hell? You like Jared Leto?
Yeah, with a better
Well-
script, he would have been amazing.
Yeah, to be fair, he wasn't given a fair chance, but I
Suicide Squad was a bad movie. He was the best part of it.
don't like the Joker he's based on.
Yeah.
I do.
It is really bad. No.
Ah, Enchantress, the best villain ever.
Oh, that was
It was-
garbage.
It was supposed to be Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf, yeah,
That would
that
have
would
been
have been so
better.
much better.
Rather than the hula hooping enchantress.
Oh,
Best movie ever.
I'm trying to find edits of him, but I can't find any that are good. Of
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson as Batman.
So,
People aren't hyped about it.
yeah, no.
Not enough, at least.
I
Well,
don't know.
technically a rumor.
Yeah, it's not confirmed.
It could be good, I guess. I have hope.
It's between him and the guy who plays Beast in the new X-Men movies.
Oh, please, no, not him.
It seriously is.
Why?
Like-
No, I'll take
Why did
Edward.
it end up being like that?
Oh yeah, are we gonna go
Hollywood's
watch Dark
weird,
Phoenix?
No, I don't like the X-Men movies. The
I
first
wanna
two
watch
were
Dark
okay, though.
Phoenix.
And
I'm
Apocalypse
down
was
to watch
okay.
Dark Phoenix.
What's
You
wrong with
down
Dark
to what?
Phoenix?
We have to watch
I
Dark
don't know.
Phoenix. It's actually comic accurate, unlike The Last Stand.
But we don't know that for sure.
But so far, it looks more comic accurate than X-Men: The Last Stand. So I have to watch it.
True.
The Last Stand was pretty trash.
It comes out the day we get out of school.
I'm the
So-
Juggernaut.
Oh my! You know what? Was Deadpool 2 good?
No,
It was okay.
It was,
It was
not
pretty
bad.
okay.
it was not
okay.
good.
Colossus was cool.
It's got the comedy in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was for.
Oh, we're watching this one movie in Health. What is it called? Collateral Beauty.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. I like it so far. Pretty good. A little all over the place though.
I have to see more of it to like actually get a like feeling for if I like it or not. Cause they're trying to do a nice thing for this guy, but they're also trying to cut him out of his business.
Yeah,
Uh,
pretty fucked
What?
up. Well, no, they're
Yeah.
using the fact that they're trying to help him as a front for driving him out of the business. I think the girl cares about him though, not the other two guys.
The others you
Oh,
guys
I'm
just
calling
won't-
it. Michael Pena's dying. I'm calling it.
Well,
Why?
That's the
Lucas,
no, you gotta watch it.
you're the only film student in this call right now. I want to ask you, when you watch
Car.
a movie, um, has film like changed how you watch a movie for you?
Yes.
So like you
It
start,
has a lot.
what
In
do
a
you
negative
do?
or positive way.
Both. Positive, I can go to the movies and like appreciate like tons of people worked on this just for our entertainment, like for Endgame.
Mhm.
The
Oh,
amount
yeah.
of
Oh my God.
VFX
Thousands.
artists, that's
Not
insane.
thousands,
And they're doing
hundreds,
it just for us, like for our entertainment.
and money.
And for money.
True.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
But negative, the analytical part comes out and be like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why is that in the movie? That scene's too long. That edit's bad. There's no character development. Captain Marvel.
No,
Rip Captain Marvel.
Oh, that
And it's
reminds
like-
me.
The actor's performances. Like, these are things I would not have seen before joining film, but now I see them.
That's pretty interesting.
I
Yeah.
was
Is
gonna
it the same way
add-
for us in architecture?
I feel like it is.
Yeah,
a
it is.
little.
I've
I look at
noticed
design
the
a lot
different
now.
way. Yeah, me too.
Me too.
It's not really a good thing, I guess.
I no,
Well,
I
it
started
has
thinking
its
more
uses.
about like space planning.
Oh, I don't think about that. I
Like
think about
I think
design
of
more.
like, I think of like how would that work in a public area, or would that look
And I'm not gonna
good?
lie, architecture's really helped me in like making my room, the shelves, the desk, and everything. That
Your room
like,
looks so
where to
much
put
nicer
it?
now.
I know.
Dude, that desk is so nice.
That desk is beautiful.
It is.
The
Massive.
snow tinted
The
windows.
the frosted windows,
Frost tint. Yeah, those are
frosted shelf cabinet things.
so nice.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have
I-
a
oh yeah, I
tip
forgot
on
to tell you
here.
guys. Yeah, when we were there, the desk was only $40.
Are you
Hey.
serious?
That's
Yeah,
worth it.
only $40.
That's a deal.
How?
Bargain. And I had to build it. My dad helped me. It was,
That sounds
it was
so
kind of
fun.
a pain to make or put together, especially
like
carrying it
building
out of the
stuff.
truck. And I got into a car accident today. So that's pretty much it.
But everything's
Dude, that guy was in the wrong, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, he
Should've
is.
called the
I actually have
cops.
to go to a chiropractor.
A bunch
Ooh.
of
Part of the
people do that
plan.
though. Oh, yeah,
that's what
huh?
happened to my parents.
My
Nice.
mom had to do the same.
Yeah. They send you to the chiropractor for free, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have
Yeah,
to,
that's
part of our
awesome.
insurance.
Yeah. Same thing with my parents.
All right, we're gonna end the podcast right here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Next podcast will probably have guests. It's
Yay.
yeah, we're getting to that time. But anyway, thank you
Bring
everyone for
one.
tuning in. Leave comments down below if you have any feedback or something, or you can DM me personally. But other than that, thank you all for listening and have a nice day. Bye.
night.
Bye. See you next one.
Bye.